Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crazy Dreamer Network. My name is AJ and let's hop right into today's reading. So today's reading is a pick a card on the impact this 1111 portal will have on your year to come, meaning 2023, okay? So the impact this 1111 portal will have on your year to come, which is 2023, okay? We have 4 piles. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. The crystals that we have for pile number 1 is Amethyst rock. For pile number 2, we have the watermelon tourmaline or watermelon quartz. For pile number 3, we have the blue lace agate. And for pile number 4, we have the rose quartz rock. Okay? So again, my dreamy dreamers, I love you all so much. I'll let you meditate on your piles. Okay, my dreamy dreamers. So again, pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 1s, welcome back to your reading. So you all chose this really pretty, excuse me, this really pretty amethyst rock as your crystal selection. So let me give you a little breakdown of what the amethyst rock could mean. So, I think in Greek, in Greek, it means non-intoxicated. That's the origin of the word amethyst or the name amethyst. The birthstone is associated with the month of February, and it happens to enhance spiritual awareness and psychic abilities. So by now, you all already know that. So what I'm getting, pile number 1s, and it's interesting because look at this. Y'all are the only pile who got this card. I'm using the magical spell cards deck for the pile selections, and they have literally every card has about 4 different artworks on the outside of the cards, and you all are the only one who got the eye. So yeah, that makes total sense. Also, in regards to this 1111 portal and how it's impacting you for the coming year, 2023, again, I just feel like you're not going to be blocked by any means when it comes to your telekinesis, your psychic abilities, you transferring messages to others. It's almost going to be like simultaneous. It's almost going to happen very how can I say, very abruptly, in an instant. It's almost like you're not going to have any time between what you're thinking and literally transmuting that communications of what you're thinking to others, right? So for example, let's say you're thinking about someone really intensely, they call you. It's almost going to happen in a heartbeat. It's going to happen simultaneously, but it's going to continue to happen like that, So I digress. A lot of so obviously some of you all can be born in the month of February, so you could either be Aquariuses or Pisces, but also what I'm getting is something really startling about your energy about your energy, meaning psychic abilities, whatever it is that you want to call it, could be very, very heightened in the month of February as well, okay? So, meaning 2023. So let's reveal your pile selection card. Oh my goodness. We have card number 12, success. It says, success that's true belongs to me, success with honor, integrity. So you could be finding also a lot of success in the upcoming year, 2023, in the month of February, okay? So from now, November and February, March area is the highest manifestation portals, right? And that makes sense, especially with 11/11 being in the month of November. So from now, February, until around February, March of 2023 next year, and this goes for every year, right? February and, November to February, March, November to like around February, March are the like top times, are the most, how can I put this? Are the most energetically wise months to manifest, if that makes any sense, okay? So you're probably going to be seeing a lot of success happening from now until that timeline in which I just told you guys, okay? So this is also card number 12, okay? So some of you all could be Pisces or could have a lot of Pisces in your chart. Take it if it resonates. If you don't, that's okay too. And I say that because this is card number 12, and I'm thinking about the 12th house and the 12th sign of the zodiac, which is Pisces. Also, a lot of success could be ushered in December, so next month, as well as we have 1 and 2, that's 3. So 3 is the month March, okay? So some of y'all could be Pisces, Aries, or, cusp. And I feel like things are just fertile for you, right? Things are very fertile for you. So really what you think, you ultimately manifest, and it seems like at the drop of a dime, in the blink of an eye, very abruptly, okay? So let's hop into your reading, pile number 1. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Wands. Y'all are getting to work, pile number 1s. Y'all are getting to work. Y'all mean business, okay? And I feel like, what's interesting? You're going to see an upheaval in your success. To me, the 7 of Wands, especially in this deck, talks about really standing your ground in regards to what you believe in. So this could be work, this could be a project, this could just be in yourself, right? But you're standing your ground and you're seeing heightened levels of success because you have the audacity to stand up for yourself, to stand up for your craft, to stand up for this project, or just in general of what you believe in, okay? So I love that. So let me list off your cards, and then we're going to do your spread, Celtic Cross, starting from card number 1 to card number 10, okay? So first card we have is the Knight of Chalices, which is the Knight of Cups. Second card is the Hangman. Third card is the Ten of Wands. The fourth card is the Judgment card. The fifth card is the Ace of Wands. The sixth card is the Queen of Pentacles. Seventh card is the Seven of Swords. Ironic. The eighth card is the Magician. Ninth, Justice. And then the 10th, we have the 10 of Chalices, which is the 10 of Cups, okay? So starting in the you now heart of the matter position, we have the Knight of Chalices, which is the Knight of Cups. So I feel like you're very creative right now. And I feel like you're resting in your creativity right now, pile number 1s, which is good. I feel like you've been doing a lot lately, even mentally, even if that's thinking, right? You've been thinking about like a master plan. You've been plotting and planning a lot in your mind, okay? This could also be you have been thinking about someone, a particular person. But I feel like you have been doing so creatively, almost like trying to manifest, right? You have been really daydreaming, I'm getting Adele's Daydreamer, like that song, album 19, okay? Adele's a Daydreamer, okay? So someone also could be daydreaming very, very heavily about you as well, okay? And maybe it's because you have had this success ushered in, and it's bringing, because you have experienced or will be experiencing this heightened success, it's almost like you're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You're everywhere. So like this person can't help but to have you in mind because your energy is just lingering literally everywhere. Okay. So with the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of this Knight of Chalices, this could be a whole different person daydreaming about you. I just have to be honest. This could be a whole nother person daydreaming about you, and you know, maybe you're not even really thinking of them that much. Okay, maybe this person has really like, maybe they're thinking about like what they could have did differently with you. Okay, take it if it resonates. That's only gonna resonate for a few of you all, but ultimately, pile number one, what I see in the you now heart of the matter situation is you're plotting and you're planning, and you are really, your creativity is like at an all-time high, but you're really manifesting right now. You're really daydreaming the perfect scenarios right now. And it's almost like, think about it like this. Think about when we first start out with a project. It's what we think first, then we'll write it down. Some of us will write it down, and then we will take inspired action. So you're at the beginning stages, the precipice of this, okay? So in the crossing position, right? In the crossing position, pile number two, or in the challenge / blocking position, we have the Hangman energy. So some of you all could be Pisces. It's a lot of Pisces energy in the air right now. I don't know if Neptune is in Pisces. I don't know if Pisces is retrograding with one of the planets. I have no idea. But there's been a lot of Pisces energy in the past two readings, okay? So with the Hangman energy, you feel kind of like at a stalemate. You feel like you're literally at a cross, like you're at a standstill, and you have to rest. It's like Spirit is urging you to rest right now, or to do some form of rest, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be sleep. It could be yoga. It could be meditation. It could be, you name it, right? Whatever rest means to you, right? It could be taking meditative walks, so to speak, right? But with the Hangman energy, I feel like you're really gathering your strength here. You've been put into a pause right now by Spirit for a reason, so you can daydream, so you can conjure up these plans in your mind's eye before you get to work, right? And it's almost like dotting your I's and crossing your T's too. You have to perfect it in the mind. That's what I'm getting here, pile number ones. You're perfecting your success in the mind before it starts to unravel in your reality in this 3D, right? So in the conscious position, 10 of Wands, because you know it's going to take a concerted effort. It's going to take a lot of work, right? You have a lot of work ahead of you, and you have a lot of responsibilities that you are holding on to, right? So I don't know if you can tell, but this person is like Erykah Badu, bag lady. You know, you got a lot of things that you have to do and carry for yourself right now, but you're doing really great. You're seemingly almost inside, or you're seemingly almost there, right? This person is holding a telephone. She just went shopping. You could tell she went grocery shopping. She's carrying her bag from work, things of that nature, right? So you have a lot on you right now, but you're really handling it very gracefully. And I feel like this has a lot to do with the things that you're manifesting. You know, you're going to have to, like, it's an uphill battle, or there's going to be just a lot of work to do, but how you're doing it, you're using every tool in your arsenal, so to speak, to achieve this and to get it done, which I love. And Spirit's right there with you. So, you know, just keep going. And you know, that's your conscious goal. So, you know, like, I'm ready for the challenge, but right now you're getting your mind ready, right? And then you're going to just go in full force, pile number ones, okay? So in the unconscious position, we have Judgment. This has been something you have been praying for. You have been praying for resurrection. You have been praying for a new opportunity. You've been praying for like the energy or the revival of your spirit, of yourself, to do this and to create this massive success in your life, and you're getting it. pile number ones. You're getting it, especially with this Justice card at the bottom of this Judgment card here, okay? In the past influence position, we have the Ace of Wands, okay? So I feel like it's funny because when I see this, it's like you have many irons in the fire, which you don't. You only have one here, right? It's the Ace of Wands, right? But I don't know why I got that because there's many fires going on here. And it's like this person's using their wand to almost create the flame of these fires, right? So I feel like you've already been endowed with passion. You've already been endowed with inspiration. You've already, oh my goodness, what did I say in the beginning? Something is fertile. And I said this because it's a lady or a feminine aspect carrying wheat. And whenever I see wheat, I think of fertility because I think of the Empress card. And along with that, this is card number 12. You deduce this down 1 and 2, that's 3, right? So there could be a lot of fertile energy coming into place that is potentially maybe having to do with some form of commitment or merger in regards to a relationship. So that will only apply to those who it applies to, and you all will know. Or just a merger. This could be in a business. This could be in a friendship, right? Because marriage, to me, marriage means different things to different people, right? Because marriage is contractual. So this could definitely be in regards to business, right? Here with the Ace of Wands, it's like you're lighting this fire. You're setting forth on the path of creativity with someone or something that is a really good idea and a really good merger, right? You guys are going to make a really good team. So in the approaching influence position, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like you are really, I don't know why, I just got this in a split second. You are offering really good advice to people right now, and you are taking them and allowing them to see things that are just so beautiful and so magnificent. And I feel like it's about the things that's what's in your mind's eye, and you're allowing people to indulge in that with you, right? Indulge in that creative processes or creativity with you, pile number ones. You're taking people with you. You're showing them the world. I'm getting Jasmine and Aladdin magic carpet ride. Like you're showing them what is possible, right? In a holistic, in a very natural, organic, loving, kind way, right? In your inner resources and talents, we have the Seven of Swords. So traditionally, the Seven Swords could be thievery, could be lying, cheating, stealing, so to speak. But what I'm getting is your inner talent / resources is getting to the bottom of something, okay? You're getting to the bottom of it. Whatever it is that you want to do, you have a knack for research. You have a knack for like really finding out everything you need to know about a subject and then going full in. And ironically enough, what I'm seeing is you don't even have to touch certain things. You could just meditate on a problem and then boom, you find the solution, you find the answer. And it's almost like you don't stop meditating on a problem until you get the answers, right? And that's what it means to get to the bottom of something. So that's great. In how others see you, the Magician, you get what you want. Even if it is hard work on your behalf, you get what you want every single time, pile number ones. Y'all, you guys are master manifestors. Y'all are master manifestors. And you use every tool in your toolbox, every tool in your arsenal to make this happen, right? So in your hopes and fears, we have Justice, okay? We have Justice. So I feel like you're hoping for things to like balance themselves out, right? You're hoping for the things that you've been asking for to manifest or to take root or, you know, whatever, however you want to say that, right? But I feel like your fear is feeling like justice will turn on you for something, right? So maybe you haven't been thinking the best thoughts. Maybe you haven't been acting in the best ways, right? That's only going to resonate with a certain amount of people. Please do not force that portion of the reading on yourself if it doesn't apply. maybe you have been questioning certain things when it comes to your integrity. Nothing is set in stone. Everything is malleable, right? So you can turn this around, pile number ones, if that applies to you. If it doesn't, I feel like the fear aspect of this Justice card is really your fear of success, period. It's like, if it goes right, okay, amazing. But then if it goes right, oh my goodness, that means I'm going to have to commit to whatever it is that I'm doing because it's working. And I can't allow fear to stop me, right? So in the outcome position, we have the 10 of chalices, which is the 10 of cups. Happiness, okay? Emotional fulfillment, happy family, happy life, potential marriage, okay? For some of you all. Obviously, this won't be for everyone, but you could be. Okay, so it's funny. I was talking to my friend and she was like, oh yeah, this is marriage season or proposal season. So you could be going to a lot of weddings. You could be doing a lot of things that involve people getting married, or you could be the one having a lot of like marriage on your mind, or mergers on your mind when it comes to you like dealing with your creativity or whatnot. But this talks about emotional fulfillment and how you set that into place. Pile number ones. You set this into place. And it's interesting because we have card number 1 to card number 10. So it's almost like you're going to be entering this full circle moment to where you literally get what you want and more, especially emotionally. Like whatever you've been dreaming up and concocting is a full-blown success. Just know that because you've been putting in the work. So let's pull, I don't know why, but for some reason, because the astrology is what it is, this is one of my favorite decks, the Black Moon Astrology. So let's pull some cards from here. Okay, thank you God, thank you Spirit for cleansing and blessing this deck, for giving pile number one's clear, concise, accurate messages on the impact this 1111 portal is having on their year to come, 2023. So tell us more. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number ones. The impact this 1111 portal is having on their year to come. Okay. So I'm just going to split this deck like so. And then we're going to pick this card, and this card. Look, we have at the bottom of the deck, card number 22, Capricorn. Some of you all could be dealing with a Capricorn. Some of you all's North Node could be in the sign of Capricorn. It's interesting because I see but something came to mind is I get what I want, right? So use your magic for good. Use your magic wisely, because remember, Capricorn does represent the devil, and sometimes, I'm not saying all Capricorns at all, but I'm saying Capricorn-esque energy or Capricorn energy can get what they want by any means necessary. So definitely you want to use this energy for good, right? Okay, so let's see. We have card number 28. Card number 28 with fourth house roots. You could be going back to your roots when it comes to something. There could be a baby involved. Okay, there's a lot of fertility symbols here. So you all maybe could be interested in having kids. I know that came out in the last reading, meaning the last pick a card reading that I posted in regards to the eclipse. But a lot of you all, yeah, it's something about roots. It's something about like what you were born to do, or like just getting back to your roots, family tree, the angelic realm. We have 2 and 8, that's 10. You want to, deduce that again, that's 1. So yeah, going back to your roots, going back to square one, which is a good thing. I don't think this is anything like, oh, I have to start all over. No, it's like you've completed something. So now you're going back to 1 and then you're doing it all over again, right? So card number 2, we have Moon Soul. So I feel like you're very in tune. You're very tapped in, pile number 3s, and you will be. And it's funny because 2 and 8, that's 10. 1 and 0, that's 1. 1 and 2. This better not be 3. I'm just kidding, but it probably won't be, but still, that's funny. Yeah, your soul is calling out for you to go back to your roots or something like that in the year of 2023 as well. And we have Aquarius, I know, okay? Card number 23. Interesting, because it does have 3 in it. So I was close. It does have 3 in it. It's like 1, 2, 2, 3. But, it's not. It's a stretch. But yeah, Aquarius, I know. You know what's unfolding. Your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit is telling you, okay? This could have something to do with the Aquarian age. A lot of you could have a lot of Aquarius in your natal chart. So you're getting like certainty. You're getting certainty downloads. Or you feel that way, So I want to pull a little bit of the Oracle of the 7 energies. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck. I'm going to just pull one card from here. Clear, concise, accurate messages, advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number 1s to conclude their reading. The impact this 1111 portal. Oh, look. It chose for me. We have card number 47, Sacred Reverence. Yeah, you're opening up. You're healing. Your third eye is not blind, okay? And you have the key to the world inside your heart. You have the key to the world inside of your heart. You know what to do. I feel like you always know what to do. That's why you always get what you want, because Spirit, Source, the Most High has instilled you with a lot of sacred reverence for yourself and for others. Pile number 1s. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have card number 46. You can't make this up. Oh my goodness. The Uncharted Sea. You're going where no one has gone before, pile number 1s. And you're bringing a lot of people with you, because there is no fun if the homies can't have them. That was just what came to mind. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just didn't know what else to say. There is no fun if the homies can't have none, okay? Or if the people that you love in your life, your friends, your families, cannot enjoy what you are bringing into fruition with you. It's lonely at the top, and you are really going where no one has been before. You're doing things your way. Aquarius does stand for like the innovator, the innovation, right? People who think outside the box. And I think that is one of your gifts, right? That you are cherishing now, right? So that's complete in alignment. I do want to read a little bit from the book, and then we're done with your reading. Card number 47. I feel like you listen. You listen to Spirit, okay? So let's see. It says, key concepts, all for the truth that Spirit is everywhere. What did I say? I said this. Oh my goodness. I said this with the Knight of Cups. You're like everywhere. You're like Spirit. All for the truth that Spirit is everywhere. Inspiration coming through as a result of reverence, joyful living, exploring possibilities with curiosity, spiritual passion manifesting from the starting point of the spiritual realm. Yeah, yeesh. I just said you're starting back from square one, going back to your roots, and that's how you're going to manifest everything into you, okay? So with that being said, my dreamy dreamers, I love you so much, pile number 1s. Thank you so much. Hopefully y'all stayed to the end. But yeah, if this message resonated with you, or you think it'll resonate with someone else, please give this reading a big thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. Again, y'all, if y'all are interested in a companion to these readings or to other readings that you listen to on YouTube, even personal readings that you get from me or any other reader, let me know in the comments below. I'm coming up alongside a really cool graphic designer by the name of Sandrine Ann. We're coming up with a journal, so I would freaking love for you all to tell me your thoughts about that, if you're interested in it, or, if you would like to, maybe pre-order one or something like that. So just let me know in the comment section below if I get like maybe 5 or 10 people who are interested, I will start to set up pre-orders very soon, okay? So I love you all so much, and until next time, I'll see you in our next readings. Bye. Hey, pile number 2s, welcome back to your reading. So you all chose this really beautiful watermelon tourmaline, okay? So let's just see what this watermelon tourmaline means to you in regards to the impact this 1111 portal will have for your upcoming year, meaning 2023, okay? So it says, this watermelon tourmaline is connected to the heart chakra, which removes blockages from the area. It removes insecurities to help inspire creativity and self-expression. I totally see that in this reading already, but we'll get to that, okay? So again, this watermelon tourmaline is connected to the heart chakra, removes blockages from the heart chakra area, and it removes insecurities to help inspire creativity and self-expression. I love that. So first of all, I feel like you all are meditating on fearlessness from this 1111 portal. That's like what this 1111 portal is bringing into you. Fearlessness and like the grace to do what you want creatively, right? I feel like if your heart chakra was blocked and you kind of were, how can I say, you kind of were like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of like the boardroom, quote unquote, or like the studio or the artist, your artist realm, you're going to make a decision soon, whether it be in the recent months to come or in the early months of 2023, okay? So without further delay, let's reveal your pile selection card. Oh my goodness. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. And I don't even know what to say. You cannot make this up. Card number 33. Some of you all could be having a quote unquote come to Jesus, come to Buddha, come to whomever moment about your creativity as well. Because look at this person is like being beamed up, by the heavens. It says creativity by all above and all below. Let me connect. Let creativity flow. You can't make this up. I've literally been doing YouTube readings for about a year now, and I'm baffled. I promise y'all, gosh, I guess that's why I need to start, when I do the pile selection, I need to start doing them on camera. I just usually do them off camera to save time, or I think they save time. I don't know if I'm thinking correctly, but y'all need to see the process. So I'm gonna start doing the shuffling on camera so y'all can see that there is no coincidences, but this was not planned. I promise you, Scouts honor, my heart, right hand over my heart, whatever. But wow, that's something else. So again, like the crystal suggested, your insecurities are being removed to help inspire creativity and self-expression. And it's interesting because I feel like spirit is like sucking up your insecurities, like taking them away from you. And so you're going to have this newfound sense of like freedom with the things that you do. You're not going to be scared. You're not going to be fear driven. You're not going to be riddled with fear. You're just going to go straight into it, right? That's awesome. That's when stuff like that happens. It just reminds me why I do this. It's really cool. So, okay, let's begin your reading. We have at the bottom of the deck, the Magician again. Y'all are master manifestors. You get what you want, pile number 2s, okay? You have everything to obtain the things that you want, right? It's never the matter of if, but when, And I just feel like you know what you're working on. You know what you're conjuring up. You know what you want to happen. So just continue to have faith in the process and continue to work your magic, right? Because I feel like with this 1111 portal is opening up for you, really, especially in regards to next year, is knowing. It's not going to be like, oh, am I? It's no question about it. Is opening up your knowing, your unwavering truth and faith of your abilities and your capabilities to really manifest anything you want out of life, right? All right, so let's get into it. So we're going to do Celtic crossbred, starting from this card, ending at this card, but let me list your cards off first. We have the 2 of Swords, 7 of Wands, we have the 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Chalices, which is the Ace of Cups, 3 of Wands, we have the King of Chalices, King of Cups, we have the Knight of Chalices, Knight of Cups, the Stars, which is a star card, Temperance, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles, and you all have an additional card, but I'll wait to reveal that. Okay, so and I did see that card. What was it again? I'll just reveal it to you now. It's the 6 of Swords. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, and an additional card came out at the end, which is the 6 of Swords. Okay, so let's begin. In the you now heart of the matter position, we have the 2 of Swords. So I feel like some of you all have been dealing with aligning to your heart and your mind, right? Especially when it comes to decision making, right? I feel like maybe you've been thinking, you really have been holding your cards close to your chest, not letting people see what's really going on inside of you, right? And I don't feel like that's a bad thing. I feel like actually that is a really good thing, because you are finding the solutions inside. You know that no one can really, like, people can help you, they can offer their advice, they can give you words of encouragement, but ultimately this is between you and source, right? So whatever that is, you know, you all will understand this message in regards to who it's for. So I feel like right now you're in a very meditative state. You maybe want to be a little left alone right now is what I'm getting here, because you're in this state of calmness and you're finding like refuge in your calm, right? Especially in order to figure out things for yourself. Because I feel like maybe in the past you felt like you have been asking a lot from people, perhaps, and take this if it resonates. It doesn't, take this if it resonates. But for some of you, maybe you feel like you've been asking a lot from people, and it has thwarted your ability to actually learn the lesson for once and for all, if that makes sense. This could have something to do with children as well, or having a good time with kids, opening up to your inner child as well, okay? You could be meditating on a father figure in your life too, or a masculine figure that helped you out when you were a child. In the crux of the reading, or in the crossing position of the reading, we have the 7 of Wands, okay? This could also be named as the blockage / challenge position, but we'll just say crossing energy. You're standing up for what you believe in. And it could be your belief in being able to daydream when you want and how you want, right? I don't know if I said something about the boardroom to the art room or whatever, the boardroom to the museum, the boardroom to the studio. But I feel like during the day, you're all work. And during the night, you're all play, or you're all dreams, right? Or vice versa. During the night, you could be all work, or during the afternoon, you could be all work. But whatever the case is, you find time to daydream, because you know how important that is for a person, especially one who wants to evoke their creativity, right? So you're fighting for that. You're standing up for your time and your capacity to be able to dream your most magnificent dreams and have them come into fruition, okay? And it's going to be successful, It's almost like if you have like a spiritually based business, or business where you're the creative, but you also have to wear 2 hats, right? You have to be the creative and you have to be the business person. And that could a lot of times really, it could feel like it takes away from your creativity, but you do it really well. And I feel like maybe you're also trying to find a balance, right? The 2 of Swords, trying to find a happy medium between the two. And it's funny because it's interesting, because I know this sounds so offbeat, but your masculine energy could be more creative and your feminine energy could be more like logical. I know that's not how it goes, but that's what I'm getting as well. So in the conscious goal position, we have the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like you really hone into your creative drive. You really hone into your creative drive, and you are not alone in working on this masterpiece. So you could be collaborating with people, or that could be your goal, is to collaborate with as many like-minded individuals, and maybe even those who think abstractly from the way you do, but you're down. Like you're ready to work with people who are willing to work with you. And that could be spirit, that could be source, that could be your angel ancestors and guides, or that could literally be physical people just like you on this third dimension, right? And I feel like this was a wish, right? Oh, you know what I was also thinking, pile number twos? Y'all could be having like a sponsorship, like a collaborative sponsor. Like, let's say we've all seen like YouTubers who like have sponsorships or who are in collaboration with people, right? And they could be big companies too. You could be getting a collaboration, like your dream collaboration, and you didn't even know it was your dream collaboration until you start working with the person. And I feel like it makes you feel like a kid again. It makes you really hone into your creativity, into your inner child. This is something to do with inner child. I know this is, because she has paint all over her, or they have paint all over them, and they're like, let's get it. Like, let's make this art. Okay? And I feel like you're just having fun. You're having a lot of fun with what you're doing, and you're going to have a lot of fun with what you're doing in regards to the collaborations that you take on. In the unknown influence position, we have the Ace of Chalices, which is the Ace of Cups. There's a lot of love that you're pouring into what you're doing. And a lot of people are pouring their love into you as well, pile number twos. At the bottom of this Ace of Cups, we have the Temperance. And it's funny because we have this goblet and then she's pouring up as well, or they're pouring up as well, right? So it's beautiful. I feel like your cup runneth over, so you even have enough to give to others, whether that be to a partner, whether that be a spouse, or whatever you want to call that, whether that be to a friend, a family member. You have enough to share, so you're willing to do it, and you want to do it because it feels good to share. In the past influence position, we have the Three of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you had been waiting for these ships to come in for a while, and like boom, before you knew it, the mailman is here delivering what you've been waiting for, delivering what you've been expecting. Okay, and you've been just resting. You've been in your restful state. You could have also been in this expansion energy. You could be traveling. I know that's not what this card represents, but the Three of Wands could stand for traveling, working overseas, working for and with people overseas, okay? So there's just a lot of expansion here, a lot of growth, pile number twos. In the approaching energy, we have the King of Chalices, which is the King of Cups. I feel like your creativity is at an all-time high. Your wisdom when it comes to emotional intelligence is supreme, pile number twos. And this is what's bringing in all this creative energy in you, because I feel like you're almost in a constant meditative state. And kids love you. Like, if you start noticing kids gravitate towards you, and animals and dogs and cats, and they just can't get enough of you, you know why. Because your emotional intelligence is at this all-time high. And it's interesting because in the inner resources / talents position, we have the Knight of Chalices. We have the Knight of Cups. And these are like the same people. So I feel like your masculine energy wants to come out to play. That's what I'm getting to. Your masculine energy wants to come out to play. So that could just mean taking more action into the things that you're interested in creatively, right? And your inner resources / talents is your ability to daydream and make those dreams come into fruition, right? You're not just dreaming. You're actually putting things into action, and then you make it make sense. You make it come to fruition. In the how other people see you, the stars. People see that you are a star. People see that you make manifest, and people see that whatever it is that you have once wished for is coming to fruition because you're actually doing the steps. You're listening. You're listening to spirit. You're listening to the people around you. You're in a collaborative effort. You're in a co-creation with spirit, and they're allowing for your inner child to really come out and for you to play that role you've always wanted to play, right? In your hopes and your fears, we have temperance. So I feel like you want to take things slow. You want to do everything moderately, but I also feel like you fear that. You feel like, oh, if I don't want to lose this opportunity. So I want to make haste while the sun is still up or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but you want to, while you have the energy and while you have the opportunity, you want to go full steam ahead, but you also feel like, well, maybe certain things I shouldn't rush, right? With this temperance energy, you're pacing yourself, right? I see that as they're pouring the wine, you know, she's not pouring so much wine because she wants to pace herself for the night ahead. They also have a lot of food here with them that will absorb a lot of that wine too, so they won't get too intoxicated. So I feel like you want to pace yourself, but you know that you do want to make haste while the sun is still up or something like that. And in the outcome position, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Six of Swords. So you're entering into the sun. You're entering into the light, okay? Your mind is feeling more clear. You're feeling more at ease. You're feeling more calm, right? You're not feeling the fear. I mean, or you could be feeling the fear, but doing it anyway, right? Young people, children, they don't really have a conceptualization of fear. So even if they feel something like is a little daunting, they might like test it and try it out. And if it ends up burning them, quote unquote, or hurting them, then they know, okay, I'm not going to do this again. But if it doesn't, they're probably going to continue to do it. So I don't know why I'm getting that with this, where the young person here is following the fairy, right? But the fairy is leading her into the light away from the darkness. So, you know, you're entering a calmer stage in your life where you are meticulous in your actions. You know what to do because spirit is leading you to a really good routine that will best equip you to really harness your creativity, okay? So it's a beautiful reading, pile number twos. Let's pull some cards, some more cards, advice, guidance, and wisdom for you, okay, with the Black Moon Astrology deck. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck, for giving pile number twos clear, concise, accurate messages, advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number twos. The impact that this 1111 portal is making on our pile number twos. Clear, concise, accurate messages. The impact that this the impact that this 1111 portal is making on pile number twos. I really want to pick this card. I don't know why, but I do. Pick this card and then one more card. The impact that this 1111 portal is making on our pile number twos for their upcoming year. Okay, so we have at the bottom of the deck, card number 24, Pisces, I believe. I feel like the impact this 1111 portal is making is on your belief system and on the belief that you can be extremely successful in regards to what you do creatively. And it's having the faith and the vision and holding the faith and the vision that you have for your life, right? Pile number twos with that Pisces energy. Pisces energy can be a little daunting. I spoke with someone in the comment section. I totally agree. But if you know how to harness it, Pisces are master manifestors when they want to be and when they're kind of like in alignment with their energy. So I feel like people can learn a lot from Pisces. It's just overcoming that duality, right? Is overcoming not being enthralled in the darkness all the time. Because I feel like Pisces like to romanticize darkness, and I feel like I've had to overcome that in my youth, right? Is romanticizing BS. So Let's uncover your cards. We have card number 35, 11th house, friendships. I feel like your friends are going to be the ones that you are collaborating with, and they're going to be good collaborators. You know, it's like your tribe. You're going to collaborate with your tribe, and you're going to, this 1111 portal, especially ushering you into the next year, 2023, is really going to open you up to a whole new realm of people that you consider friends, and that the energy is so amazing. You just bounce ideas off of each other and you create. Wow. We have card number 26, second house, owning. Okay. So again, you're going to be owning a lot of things this year, especially when it comes to your creativity. I feel like you're really going to be owning your creativity. You're going to be owning yourself and knowing what it means to be creative and to actually love what you do and to do what you love, okay? And then we have card number 2, moon, soul. Yeah, your soul is calling you to do this. It's almost like with this creativity card, spirit is ushering in something into your soul. It's giving you an added benefit, right? It's taking all the fear out, and it's only allowing pure, unadulterated soul to commence into your life. And you're putting a lot of your heart and soul into what you're doing right now. Pile number 2s. So one more card to finalize your reading. From the Oracle of the 7 Energies. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck, for giving pile number 2 clear, concise, accurate messages. Clear, concise, accurate messages for our pile number 2s. Last words of advice, guidance, or wisdom before I conclude their reading, Spirit. One last, wow, okay. So, look, we have at the bottom of the deck, card number 38, endless possibilities. The world is yours. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. I seen 5858 on the clock. I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but whatever your mind can conceive, it can achieve, pile number 2s. Just know that whatever you want to do, not only can you make a living out of it, but it can be a major success if you stick to it and hold your vision, okay? So let's see what these cards have to say, because y'all got a lot of cards. You got 3. Dope. So we have card number 28, broken open. Okay, so I feel like in the past, maybe even in the recent past, you have been broken open as a vessel to learn how to feel real things so you can put it in your art. We have card number 9, the rose's kiss, okay? And then we have card number 48, a burst of magic. Yeah, so I feel like whatever has happened in the past that has broken you open has allowed you to be this tranquil, meditative person. Almost like, I don't want to say guru, that's what kind of came to mind, but almost like it gave you the capacity to levitate over certain limitations. That's what I'm getting. You know, and come on, you, like, what? You can't make this up. Like, whatever is putting you into this constant meditative state, keep doing it. Okay, so if that was heartbreak that led to this success, use your, I know this might sound bad, but I don't mean it in a bad way at all. Use your pain to profit, okay? Because life is an exchange, right? That's a hermetic principle. That is a universal law, right? The law of correspondence, right? Giving and receiving. So when I say profit, I don't mean just money, but use your pain to profit yourself, right? Because what was the point of going through something hectic or chaotic or painful if you can't transmute that energy to helping yourself and helping others, or teaching yourself how to what really matters in your life and teaching others the same thing, right? Think about it. If we lose a person, whether that be they just no longer want to be in our lives or vice versa, or by, them ascending, it is painful. But what does that teach us? To appreciate the people when they're in our lives, to appreciate memories, to appreciate how they made us feel, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, and to learn from it, right? So that's what I'm getting. Like, something that has broken you was meant to open you to a realm of endless possibilities. And it didn't break you, it cracked you open so you can experience life in its fullest, right? Card number 9, the rose's kiss. There's a lot of beauty coming into your life, especially with this ladybug on this rose. And this rose has its thorns. So there is nothing that's going to happen in life that doesn't offer a bit of contrast, right? So when we think about the rose and we think about the thorn, the thing that makes the rose so beautiful is that it has the capacity to be painful, right? Simultaneously. Card number 48, a burst of magic. You're really becoming who you're supposed to be in this lifetime. And I always think of the story of the lotus growing out of the mud, of the most murkiest conditions, into this beautiful thing that looks magical just in its essence, right? So you're learning how to transmute pain into pleasure and transmute pain into beauty, right? And not just for yourself, but for the world to see. So I really feel like, sheesh, pile number 2s, whatever creativity you all have that's emanating from you right now, it's really going to be a blessing for you and for others, okay? So do not waver on this. Keep going and realize that, yes, let yourself offer yourself up to others, because they could learn a lot from you as well as you could learn a lot from them, okay? So with that being said, pile number 2s, I love you all so much, my dreamy dreamers. If you like this reading, if it resonated, please hit that thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. Again, if you all would like to see a companion tarot journal for these readings or for the other readings that you view frequently on YouTube, please let me know in the comments section. I'm working with a fabulous Chilean artist, Sandrine Ann, to really come up with a really spectacular tarot journal for you all. And, you know, we here at Crazy Dreamer have been working on a lot of really cool products for this community, because we deserve it. Y'all deserve it, you know? So let me know in the comment section if you're interested in that, okay? I love you all so much, and I'll see you in our next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 3s, welcome back to your reading. So you all chose this really pretty blue lace agate crystal in regards to your crystal selection. So what I'm getting on the impact this 1111 portal is making for your upcoming year, which is 2023, is so you all could be Geminis or Pisces, not every single one, of course, but you could have a lot of Gemini or Pisces placements in your chart, because the blue lace agate represents the zodiac signs Gemini and Pisces. So what that means is it empowers the throat chakra, right? Especially with the Gemini placements. And it is the best stress relieving stone, and it aids in clear and calm communication. So I feel like you're going to be heard in 2023. And this 1111 portal is ushering into your next year, you being heard, and your messages being very clear, right? So the messages that you receive from source, the messages that you receive from others, and the messages that you give out are going to be very smooth and clear. You know, you're not going to have to repeat yourself much in this upcoming year and from this portal on out, right? And I feel like there's going to be really beautiful transcendent messages that you have to share with the world, and vice versa, right? It's that even exchange that you're getting from the people around you in regards to how you're communicating with them, okay? Oh my goodness, I just seen 1111. I seen 011111 as soon as I said that. So take that one to the bank, pile number 3s, okay? Things are going to be very clear for you, okay? You're going to be and you're not going to be stressed. Like, it's going to be a calm to your spirit, a calm to your nature, okay? So let's reveal your pile selection card. Oof, child. We have card number 8, destiny, child. So your destiny is at play here as it relates to this 1111 portal to 2023. Okay, it says, all that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. So you're going to be shown clearly, okay? Clear communication from your ancestors about your destiny. And it's interesting because we have card number 8 with Destiny, and then we have the 8 of Wands, which talks about fast communication, right? So, oh my goodness, we have 888. This could be in regards to abundance. So a lot of pile number 3s, your destiny in life is to be abundant in every avenue, in every arena of your life, which is spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, okay, in every which way. We have card number 8, 8 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles at the end of your reading. So I know I'm jumping ahead, but I'm excited for y'all. So I digress. Let's move forward, okay? So at the bottom of the deck, we have the stars. Wish fulfillment, period. Wish fulfillment. It's going to make you feel like a kid again. But guess what? You're not a kid, okay? You're going to be, it's almost like you're going to feel like a kid in a candy store, right? You're going to feel like, you know, all of your dreams, all of your wants, all of your needs are just being met simultaneously, right? Anything you want is yours for the asking, for the taking, right? You're going to have a lot of celebration here coming from this portal to next year, 2023. So I'm going to do the Celtic cross spread, starting from this card, ending with this card, but I want to list your cards first. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Hangman, we have the 8 of Wands, Knave of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. We have the 3 of Chalices, 3 of Cups. We have the 8 of Pentacles, we have the 3 of Pentacles, we have Judgment, we have Strength, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles. So we literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you count the bottom of the deck. We have 5 major arcanas in this reading. So, and it's interesting because Destiny and the Wheel, these are like simpatico. These are like the same thing, right? So a lot of wish fulfillment in work is what I'm getting with the 8 of Pentacles, and the work that you enjoy, pile number 3s, okay? But let's begin. We have in the You Now Heart of the Matter position, the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Oh my goodness, I am silly. So a lot of Geminis or Gemini placement, Pisces placement people, I think this month, if I'm not mistaken, Pisces is in Jupiter? Or Jupiter's in Pisces, whatever. And this is what's going to have a lot of doors open for you, pile number 3s, in regards to your destiny. I feel like you're going to have a lot of open doors when it comes about to your creativity and the things that you really want to do, like you enjoy doing, right? In regards to your career. Now, a lot of you could be making the transition into a creative career or into a career that you really love. It doesn't even have to be creative. It could be tech. It could be psychology, whatever, you know, you name it, right? But the wheel is turning in your favor to pursue these things. So if you have a lot of Gemini or Pisces placements in your chart, you know, this could signify what's to come for you, okay? So in the crossing energy position or the blockage / challenge position, the Hangman, so Spirit could have put you on a pause or on a retreat, like a spiritual retreat. I feel like this person, they're doing yoga, but they're doing so like at a spiritual retreat. So you all could be taking some time for yourself, getting uncomfortable because you know what's to come. You know that like not being super consoled in your vices or things like that, I don't know why I'm getting that, actually heightens your creativity. So the more comfortable you are with being uncomfortable is going to perpetuate this creative nature within you, right? And Spirit, Source, your angels, ancestors, and guides are going to help you out with feeling uncomfortable and then doing what you need to do anyway. So in the conscious goal position, we have the 8 of Wands. So you know what you're bringing to fruition. You want it to come quick. You do. You want it to come very quick, very succinctly, very like yesterday, okay? But you know that Rome wasn't built in a day. So the masterpiece that you're creating is going to take time. You're praying, you're affirming, you might be scripting too with the judgment underneath, but it's coming in so that you don't even have to worry about that. Just keep doing your due diligence, pile number 3s. In the unknown influence position, we have the Knave of Swords. It's giving Gemini energy. It's giving young Gemini energy. There could be someone wanting to leave a message for you. This could be a younger Gemini or a younger hearted Gemini, so someone who's young at heart. They could be like really wanting you to see yourself for who you are. They're trying to like not call you out. They're trying to lure you somewhere. Because I'm seeing things so clearly on this 1111 portal. For the first time, I'm realizing this young person is using this kite with the picture of this fairy to lure them, like to get them to come to them, right? This could be a Leo as well with the Strength card, but I feel like you're being lured in. And look, the kite is the same color as this person's outfit. That's trippy. So this could be an angel or ancestor or guide trying to lure you into getting back into the swing of things, getting back into motion. That's what I'm getting here. Like, Spirit wants you to get back into motion, get your stride back. I always think about, what was that movie? I know it's kind of problematic, but it wasn't back then. It was Sex and the City. And I don't know if it was 1 or 2, but Charlotte got pregnant and she was afraid to go running, right? Because she was like, too much stuff has happened this year to the people I love, and I'll be danged if I lose this baby or something happens to this baby because I'm trying to be cute or run or whatever, right? So I think Carrie told her, like, look, like, you shouldn't stop being the person that you are just because you're having a baby. You know, you take yourself into what's coming out of you, basically. Like, you can't stop being yourself, right? Just because you're scared, right? You just do what you want to do. And I always remembered it was like the little commentary, like, oh, she got her stride back or something like that. So you're getting your stride back, okay? And I love that. You're doing the things that once made you happy. And I feel like someone or something, some type of energy is luring that in for you, right? It's coming in really clearly too, pile number 3s. So in the past influence position, there was a lot of celebrating here. Could have been a lot of manifesting or ritual work with you and your friends, you and your loved ones, okay? But also I feel like there was just a lot of celebrating. I feel like you were living very abundantly. So pile number 3s, okay? And abundant living is a part of your destiny, my loves. It's a part of your destiny. You've been asking for so long, but you had the audacity to ask because it was in you. It's already a part of you, right? So, you know, and abundance means so many different things to so many different people, but what I'm getting is like the abundance of freedom to do what you want with the people you love and to do, like, come together, connect, whether that be through food, art, dance, joy, celebrations. That's abundance, right? So you're going to be living in this from here until next year or in perpetuity, right? So, in the approaching influence position, we have the 8 of Pentacles. You're very focused on the things that you're doing right now because you love them. You get a sense of balance and meditation from what you're doing. And I feel like Spirit is really helping you out right now when it comes to you pursuing the things that you love. And you're very focused. You're very focused on one thing at a time. And it might even get a little frustrating to you. And maybe I'm projecting. But it might get a little frustrating to you, but once it's done, it's like, oh, that felt so good. It was like cathartic, right? Because she's enjoying herself, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, I'm kind of adding like it could potentially, because I don't know why I just thought about that. Like, ooh, it's like, yeah, I gotta get this done, but it's good frustration. It's like good stress, right? It's almost like, think about a runner or like someone in the Olympics. Like, you have to put a certain amount of stress in your body in order to accomplish the things that you want to, whether it's that gold medal, whether, you know, whatever. So, but it's good stress that you're putting on yourself, right? It's purposeful stress. In your inner resources / talents position, we have the 3 of Pentacles. You work well with others. Even in your times of like pause, right? You work well with others. And I say that because the Hangman was right on top of this 3 of Pentacles. And you really work well with Source, with Spirit, with God, with the Most High, whatever you want to call the Omnipotent, right? You really work well with Source. Like, excuse me, you hear Source, you hear Spirit, you hear your angels, ancestors, and guides loud and clear, and you're like a soldier, right? Spiritual soldier when it comes to following orders from God or spirit or a source, right? And how others see you, we have judgment. You know what's crazy? I'm just gonna be honest. People feel like you have the capacity to give and take. I don't want to say that because I feel like it will be misconstrued. So let me mind my words. It's interesting because as I said that, I see this bird here and it's like in shimmers. It has like shimmers around it and it's speaking to this person. It's like a messenger coming, right? So with the judgment card and how people see you as like very powerful. You have the ability to rise things out of people that they didn't even know was in them, right? You have the ability to connect with the soul of others so pertinently. It's startling. And I feel like it's because you hear spirit's messages, right? This person might not know there's a bird on this branch like relaying this message to them simultaneously, but they know it's coming from the Most High. They know it's coming from somewhere that's higher than them, right? So yeah, you have that ability to startle people with your power. Okay, pile number 3s. In the hopes and fears position with strength, I feel like you want to regain your stride back, but you're fearful of like doing it in a wrong way. And there is no wrong way, right? You're I don't know what it is. You're a little afraid of like, you're afraid of regaining your stride back to a certain degree. It's like you want to, but then on the other hand, you're fearful of it. Or you could be a little intimidated by it right now, but I don't know why. Like the why isn't coming to me. So the why probably isn't even important. It's probably like, just do it. Just regain your stride. Just, if you take meditative walks every morning, by golly, go back to doing those meditative walks because there's something there for you. Even if you have to take a different route, even if you have to do it in a different way, figure it out, And in the outcome position, we have the 10 of Pentacles. You're getting everything you want, you really are. You're getting family, you're getting celebration, you're getting abundance, you're getting time, all of that. And you're going to really bask in the joy of this pile number 3. This is a beautiful reading. This was gorgeous. Okay. So let's pull some Black Moon astrology cards. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck. For giving pile number 3s clear, concise, accurate advice, guidance, and wisdom on the impact of this 1111 portal is going to have on their year to come, 2023. The impact of this 1111 portal on their year to come, 2023. Okay. Clear, concise advice, guidance, and wisdom for pile number 3s. For the impact that this 1111 portal is about to have on pile number 3's year to come, 2023. Okay, I'll take those. 2 cards came out, so I'll put these here. Let's get one more card. Pick this one. So what's at the bottom of this deck? Card number 28, 4th house roots. You're going back to your roots with something. You're going back to your roots with something. So I don't know if you all have moved and you're going back home and you're going to reconnect with family. This is something about lineage, family tree. Another bird perched in this tree too. So a messenger. A messenger is coming in to give you some type of wisdom about your roots. This came up in another pile, so I do want to read a little bit. I really didn't want to make this reading very long, but duty calls. I am listening. So I just want to read a little bit of what it has to say. Card number 28. Some of y'all could be turning 28 or could be 28 years old right now. So it says 4th house roots. I love you as certain dark things are meant to be loved in secret between the shadow and the soul. Your question may somehow be rooted in the past, okay? It says when this card shows up in a reading, home and family issues may have something to do with your query. And as it represents your current environment, family members, and where you live. Real estate and land might also figure in. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, so may also figure in as in putting down roots or buying or selling a home. So what I was going to say before I even got this book out, some of you all might be moving back home for a purpose, right? And it's not going to be a bad purpose at all. It's not. Some of you all might be moving back home strategically, right? In order for all this stuff to manifest. Now, I was going to say that before I pulled out the book, but I don't know. I kind of second guessed myself. So let's see. We have card number 42, South Node, Life's Debts. You all could be moving back home to clear some of your debt, okay? Like with your mom or your dad or your parents or a grandparent or something like that. Like maybe you're like, look, if I stop living where I'm living, like let's say you live in an apartment or you live in a house and you're paying rent, you're like, look, if I strategize this right and I give myself 6 months to a year, I could be clear out of debt. Or I could be like, you know, things will go faster. Or like you're just getting that inclination to do that, okay? Okay, so yeah, we have card number 43, Lunar Eclipse Change. So this could have been an idea that came during the lunar eclipse, which was, I think, in the sign of Taurus. The lunar eclipse was in the sign of Taurus, which makes sense because it talks about stability. So I feel like you know that you deserve the stability you want, but I feel like you're strategizing right now, right? You're strategizing and you're making plans on, okay, if I do A, B, and C, within 6 months or within a year, I will be able to have the stability, right? So we have card number 45, Part of Fortune, Increase. So you're going to have a lot of abundance here. So whether it is moving back home for a little bit so you could strategize or get the place that you actually want or be in the certain financial position that you actually are looking for, you're strategizing this to make this happen because you know abundance is a part of your destiny. So ideas are coming into place right now to where you can actually make this dream a reality, right? So that might entail moving back home. And it doesn't seem like it would be such a bad idea. You could work, you'd be able to do everything that you're doing now, but at a lower cost, okay? You know, and definitely shoot your parents some money now. Like, especially us grown-ups, like, don't just, parents don't want to take it a lot of the times, but, times are interesting right now. So if you do that, definitely, like, give your parents, like, you don't have to give them what you're paying in your current rent. I know this is very specific. This is very specific for someone. You don't have to give your parent what you were paying in your current rent because that would literally defeat the purpose of moving back home. But you could give them something. You could buy groceries. You could wash their car every whatever, walk the dogs or do something, participate and don't, I don't have to tell the dreamy dreamers that. They know. Okay, so anyways, let's pull one more card to conclude this reading. Okay, we have the Oracle of the Seven Energies deck. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and blessing this deck, for giving clear, concise, accurate messages. Clear, concise, accurate messages, Spirit, for our pile number 3s on the impact that this 1111 portal is going to have on our pile number 3's upcoming year 2023. One card, Spirit, advice, guidance, and wisdom to complete their reading. Wow. We have card number 43, Spirit of Gratitude. Okay, I feel like y'all are very grateful for what you have. Y'all are very grateful for what you have. And because you're very grateful, you're going to get more and more of that, okay? But this is the card that fell out. We have ears wide open. You're listening. You're listening. You are listening and you are keeping your ears perked for whatever Spirit is telling you right now. But I do want to read a little bit of the key concepts from this card. It says, deep listening as a gift we give to others, understanding someone else's needs, showing focused attention, tuning into another and letting go of the ego's need to be heard. this is a channel message because y'all are really in the spirit of gratitude and you're grateful for everything you have, but you're also listening. You are listening and paying attention to what's going on around you right now, which is amazing, okay? Because it's going to usher in all these blessings. You also could be seeing 333 a lot, so that's spirit's on the main line, right? Spirit is calling you up directly, okay? So yes, with that being said, pile number 3 is I love you so much. Oh, quadruple 3s, okay. So I love you so much, my dreamy dreamers. If you like this reading, if it resonated, please hit that thumbs up button. Like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. Also, if you are all, or some of you, or however many of you, are interested in a companion tarot journal, for these readings or for the other readings that you watch here on YouTube, whether they be personal readings or just general readings or pick a cards, whatever, let me know in the comment section below. I am actually working in a collaborative effort with a amazing Chilean artist, graphic artist by the name of Sandrine Ann, and coming up with some not merchandise, but coming up with some tarot journals and other things for the Crazy Dreamer Network, okay? So just let me know in the comments if you all are interested in that. I know a few people said that they are, and I'm so excited because this is gonna blow y'all's mind. It's really cool what we're working on. So yeah, with that being said, pile number 3s, I love you so much, and until next time, I'll see you in our next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 4s, welcome back to your reading. So you all chose this rose quartz crystal rock, okay? So this is a crystal of unconditional love, and it boosts feelings of self-love and loving relationships with others. So this portal is ushering in a lot of self-love and determination in regards to your relationships, in regards to, I feel like, your work too, like people you work with, and the things that you do for work, okay? But I have to hurry up and get this message out because I just felt compelled to. So y'all are not gonna take things lying down anymore. And I'm getting a message of breaking through a glass ceiling, okay? When it comes to work, or when it comes to a legacy, or when it comes to something in regards to like something you're building or something that's tangible. You're breaking through a glass ceiling, and this had something to do with foundationally your worth, your self-worth, your self-love, your self-concept, you know? So I had to get that out really quick, okay? But without further delay, let's uncover your pile selection card, okay? Which is really cool because it's a person that's breaking through the veil, which it looks like, so hey. So we have card number 41, Imagination. I love this. So it says, Imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. So Spirit, the Most High, whatever you resonate with in the terms of the name you give to the Omnipotent, is really, really supercharging your imagination right now. And it's because of something foundational about your self-love and worth, and that you're cultivating, right? Pile number 4s. 4 and 1, that's 5. So there's a lot of change that's commencing. And I think it's interesting because we have 4 and 1, 5, and then we have 5 here with the 5 of chalices. And that's why I said you're using your imagination to break through something in regards to not taking things lying down. You're really having faith and determination in yourself, and you're planning this, okay? It's premeditated, okay? So let's get into your reading. We have the 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So there's going to be a lot of celebration. There's going to be a lot of freedom that you're able to get through this 11/11 portal and beyond, right? Into next year and beyond, okay? So there could have been a breakthrough that happened this Halloween, okay? So around October, the end of October, right? But what I'm getting is that there is this celebratory energy, right? There could be a lot of like kind of spooky things happening as well, but I feel like they're not meant to scare you. They're meant to have you open up, okay? They're meant to have you open up. So let's get into your reading, pile number 4s. I'm going to list the cards, and then we'll start with the Celtic cross spread, starting with the first card and then ending with the last. So we have the 2 of Wands, 5 of chalices, 7 of Wands, the Hierophant, the Tower, Judgment, Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords, Six of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Interestingly enough, we have 1, 2, 3 major arcanas back to back to back. Okay, so that's interesting. We'll get into that. So in the you now heart of the matter position, we have the Two of Wands. So you're on track. Okay, you are on your purpose right now. I feel like you have been praying the Spirit, praying to the Most High, whether or not that you have been, but you are, right? And I feel like you are really planning and making manifest the things that you want to be shown in life, right? With the Two of Wands. But you're definitely on the right path. You're still on path. You're still on target to whatever it has been that you have been wanting to achieve, right? You could also... You feel very omnipotent. You feel like the world is in the palm of your hands, but I feel like you're also praying for strength to be able to succeed in the things that you want, right? Because when a person knows that their destiny and when a person knows about their destiny and that what they're meant to do, just because a person knows doesn't mean that they will execute as well as they want to a lot of the times, because maybe fear of success or fear of failure or just fear of making the next move or getting the energy that it takes to produce might creep up, okay? And it's interesting because we have the wands here. We have wands and we have judgment, and they all have the pentacles. So it's something in regards to manifestation for sure. In the crossing position or the challenge/blocking position, we have the Five of Chalices. So you could have been a little depressive lately. I won't say depressed because we don't affirm that here. And I know that might sound not what I'm supposed to say, but as a person who has dealt with that, I don't know. But you might have been in a depressive moment or a depressive state. That's it, right? So you might have needed some rest here. And it's funny, you know what I'm getting? This is you during the day. This is you during the day. Oh my gosh, so willing to help, so willing to, allow people to, ask of you and ask of you and ask of you. And this is you during the night. Exhausted, stripped, depleted. You know what I'm saying? And I'm feeling like you're not taking that lying down. You're not going to affirm that, and you're not going to allow this type of energy to erode you anymore. And it's interesting because this person also has the pentagram on this book. So it's something that pile number 4s, you are really working on yourself when it comes to your self-worth. And when I say self-worth, I mean like the things that you allow people to take from you, even though it's not malicious. They're not taking from you maliciously, but boundaries is what I'm trying to say. Boundaries. That's just what I'm trying to say. That's hard for a Pisces to utter. Boundaries, okay? You're putting boundaries in place because you really want to be there for everyone, but you need energy at the end of the day. You can't be stripped and depleted of your energy because you're trying to be everything to everyone, right? And then you have no one or nothing to energize you, right? So you're cutting that off. You're not taking that lying down is what I'm trying to say. Conscious goal position, 7 of Wands. I feel like you're at work. You're working, right? You're working towards your goals. You're almost giving these dissertations as to why something will work, as to why something will be successful, right? Maybe to an investor, maybe to an employee or an employer. If you work with others or if you work with a company, you could be in a lot of board meetings or meetings and you guys are strategizing and things of that nature. And if you work for yourself, you could be trying to explain to people why something will work for them or why something will lead to their success, things of that nature. And I feel like with the Ten of Swords being at the bottom of this, it's like you're letting go of all worries and concerns that it's not going to work, right? Because I feel like you have a certain sense of certainty about you and what you're doing, that, the things that you want are meant for you. So if they're meant for you, then you really don't have to worry. You just have to execute in the ways in which you see fit or the ways in which that spirit is trying to align things to happen for you, and that could be from your imagination. So it's like you're taking things from your imagination, you're putting them on paper, and you're making it make sense to others, okay, right now. And this is what this 1111 portal is bringing into you into 2003 and beyond, is that knowledge to do that, right? And you're letting go of fears and insecurities and maybe like a bad sense of self-worth in order to do that, okay? In the unconscious influence position, we have the Hierophant. So I feel like this is the unconscious influence position. You are the Hierophant, pile number 4. So you are everything to everyone. People come to you when they need remedies to their problems, to their ailments, quote unquote, maybe even their spiritual ailments, right? And you succeed in this. You are victorious when it comes to that, right? You will climb that mountain time and time again because it's something that you enjoy and something that you like to do. But it's something about protecting your energy, right? You see how this person has harnesses on them, so they're protected. Do you have spiritual harnesses? Do you have something that's going to bring you back into your center? You know, on those days or on those moments where you're feeling shaky within yourself and you can't provide yourself the things that you provide to others. So that's what I'm getting here. That's the unconscious influence. You give people, have a list of what they need from you. You give it to them and you succeed in that because it's a part of your destiny. It's something that you're meant to do. But do you have those spiritual harnesses to bring you back to center? If you were to kind of like get off track a little bit or to slip up off the rock or, you know, things of that nature, right? In the past influence position, we have the Tower, a lot of change, right? And this is what I was talking about, breaking through glass ceilings. This person is fuming. They're feeling something so intensely to the fact it, you know, things happen, you know, things broke, things shattered, okay? Or they felt shattered, right? But that's why I'm saying I don't think this is a bad thing because we have the King of Pentacles here. You're breaking through glass ceilings. That's just what I'm getting with this card. I know she looks upset or they look upset, but I'm not getting like a harsh energy. I'm getting like, you know what doesn't annihilate me or what doesn't eliminate me makes me stronger. So you're just giving me fuel to my fire to keep going, right? To break through that glass ceiling. In the approaching influence position, we have Judgment. So I feel like you've made sound judgments in the past. And so you're reaping what you've sowed, pile number 4s, and you're being I was about to say revised, but you're getting the help that you've been asking for. You're being, I almost want to say saved, right? You're being saved. You're getting that second chance with something. And it could be for the plans that you've made. You're getting a second chance. Yeah. So what's coming up is a second chance, grace, a message coming in from the Most High. In your inner resources / talents position, we have the Queen of Swords. The things that you have been through has allowed you to offer really good advice to people because you have experienced certain things for yourself, right? So whether that's correcting someone, course correcting someone, giving them like advice, words of encouragement, pointers, you're doing that, right? Correcting their course. That's what I'm getting, correcting their course. It's like a teacher and a student relationship, right? And it's interesting because you're definitely a teacher because we have the Hierophant and then we have the Queen of Swords. So you not only teach people, but you teach from experience. You teach from the things that you have went through and endured. Could be depressive stages in your life as well that give you that extra edge to really speak from experience, right? And to help people on their path, or maybe if they're dealing with certain episodes or certain feeling states, right? And how others see you, the Ten of Swords. People see you as a phoenix who has risen from the ashes. People see that you do not hold and harbor the past, but you transmute the past energy to work for you, to make you stronger, to make you more resilient, to make you more free, right? and to make you sharpened, okay? You're very sharp because of what has happened in the past. And, you know, if you feel like you've been at rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up from here, okay? Okay, so in your hopes and fears, we have the Six of Wands. So I feel like your hope is to reach that pinnacle, reach that top, reach the stars, reach for the stars. But your fears might be that, do I have enough support? Is my harness connected right? So if I was to ever fall or tumble, I don't want to not be here. You know what I mean? Like, I do not want to deplete myself to the point in which I perish, if that makes sense. I don't mean literally, but I mean like mentally speaking. Like, I do not want to perish mentally. I want to reach that top and take others with me, but I do not want to perish in the process. So I have to make sure that my spiritual harnesses are strapped on tight while I make this climb, right? And then we have the outcome position, the Ten of Pentacles. You do it, and you do it well. Look at how poised and how graceful this person is giving advice. Because you know what? They have this cushion. With the King of Pentacles, they have the wisdom to have like set up a nest egg or set up a, what is it called? A safety net for themselves, right? So they could give advice to people till they're blue in the face and they feel so secure. They feel so safe in who they are because they've learned from past experiences, and they know that they could break through any glass ceiling. They can break through anything, you know, because of what they've been in, what they've been through in the past. Okay. I love this reading. This is really sentimental. It hit home. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. Advice, guidance, and wisdom for our pile number 4, Spirit. Clear, concise advice, guidance, and wisdom. The impact that this 1111 portal. Oh, okay. So I'm going to take the cards that turned up upwards. I know there's a lot, but, you know, bear with me here. There's not that many. So we have card number 3, Mercury Mind. Your mind is sharpening. Again, imagination. You're being given downloads. You're being given insight and clarity in a sharp mind, okay? Card number 37, Fire Element Desire. You have a lot of fire and tenacity in you that's going to allow this fire to continue to burn until you manifest the desired outcome. Pile number 4s. We have card number 27, Third House Messages. There were birds and stuff, I think, this whole reading, or maybe it was the last reading, I don't know. But yeah, the messages are coming in loud and clear, and they're coming in visually through your imagination. So what you see in your mind's eye, you're going to be able to reproduce. And we have card number 25, First House, the Body. You're a leader. This card means leadership. You know, it doesn't technically mean like physical body. It can, right? So you could be getting in shape, or you could, that's the energy that you need, right? That's the spiritual harness that you need, is to work on the actual physical body, because you want mind, body, and heart coherence. I think that's how that goes. But also knowing that you're a leader, so you have to give people the will to want to follow you, you know, whether it be mind, body, and spirit. That's what I'm getting. And that's what's going to be your spiritual harness, is the fact that you're a leader and you evoke leadership, mind, body, and spirit. So however you want to take that. So at the bottom of the deck, we have card number 44, Solar Eclipse. I feel like you were kind of getting these inclinations of what to do during this solar eclipse. It was either in Libra or Scorpio? I don't know what sign the solar eclipse was in, but I know it was a partial solar eclipse, and it just passed. So one last card, pile number 4s, before I end your reading. Tell me more, Spirit. Last words of advice, guidance, wisdom, or insight for our pile number 4s before we conclude their reading. Okay, very clear. Card number 46, Uncharted Sea. You're going where not a lot of people are going. So it makes sense. Excuse me. It makes sense that you could be a little drained, okay? Because not a lot of people are going where you are planning on going. Pile number 4. So continue to be prayerful. Continue to live in the wish fulfilled. Continue to know that you are well equipped with everything that you need on this journey, okay? I want to read a little bit of this for you, the key concepts before we end this reading. So we have stepping into the unknown without a map, moving beyond your comfort zone. Okay. Moving beyond your comfort zone, choosing to do things differently, trusting in the ebb and flow of life, being in the dark and letting curiosity lead, the faith that all will be well, okay? So you're going into uncharted territories right now, but this is your journey and it's going to really end up very beautifully. You're going to be successful. You're going to remain victorious and you're going to be breaking through a lot of glass ceilings that only you are supposed to break through, okay? So with that being said, pile number 4 is I love you all so much, my dreamy dreamers. If you like this reading, if it resonated, please hit that thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe. Share this content with loved ones, family, friends, or anyone who would best benefit from the messages provided here today. Again, my dreamy dreamers, if you're interested in a companion to these readings, i.e. tarot journals, let me know in the comment section below. I'm working with a fabulous Chilean artist by the name of Sandrine Ann to produce these for you as we speak. So if you're interested, please let me know in the comment section below and we're gonna get these to you all straight away. So I love you all so much, and until next time, I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.